Oh, those claps are just for the holidays. It's not for anything in particular. I mean, my Panthers stunk up the joint. Yep. Cut those short. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in to another Sunday Night Live, man. This your man 58 South with my co-host, Mr. Mashawn Robinson. What's going on, sir? Roberson. I keep getting that wrong. Mr.
What's
Mashawn
going on?
Roberson. Sorry about that, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on, my guy?
Not too much, sir. Not too much. How was the holiday, man?
Oh, it was great. It was great, man. Uh, again, spent too much money on everything, but enjoyed the family time and things like that. How about yourself?
I just got down here last night to kick it with my folks for the holidays, man. So
Okay.
yeah, that's why the background look a little different.
Yeah.
I'm not home. I'm not home. I'm down here on the coast.
Okay.
And yeah, enjoying the last of my time down here. So yeah,
I
I'm
tell
having
you,
a great time.
you were talking last week about this weather, man. Oh, it's. I mean, it's like a yo-yo now, man.
When I left the Charlotte area on Saturday, it was 70 degrees and sun was out. Look, it was
Hmm.
people. It was literally people running around in shorts and tank tops, like exercising, and working out.
Hmm.
As soon as I got down here, man, I had to put a coat on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that type. It's that pneumonia weather, like the old folks would say. It's that pneumonia
That's
weather,
what it
man.
is. That's exactly what it is.
Now back to the holidays. The area that you live in, do y'all do like I guess like a contest? Who puts up the best Christmas decorations, anything like that?
No, man. No, not at all. I shoot. I was riding through the neighborhood and it was kind of. I was like, these folks must be on some bah humbug stuff, man. They have many of the houses didn't have no decorations like they used to,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So, but I put up what I think is a good look for my home, and we don't compete with nobody, but absolutely.
I hear you. Yeah, that used to be a thing when I was younger. Like we kind of like drive around certain neighborhoods where we knew
Hmm.
they didn't mind paying extra for the lights, for the light
Right.
bill rather. And, we just go check stuff out like that. But now, man, I think that's kind of one. I think it's kind of dangerous right now
Hmm.
just to ride around somebody's neighborhood, look at the lights, cause it look like you might be casing the joint.
Hmm.
And two, I don't think people really springing for the extra light bill money to put up these Christmas lights.
But there is one down the street in another neighborhood, man. They go all out.
Oh
I'm talking
yeah.
about they got to want everybody to come see their lights. They got they whole yard lit up,
Mm.
their house all the way to the street. So,
Mm.
but it's just that one house though.
Does that same house does it also do Halloween decorations the same way?
Mm, no, they just do Christmas like that. I've noticed
Okay.
it the last few years that they 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 do it up decoration wise on Christmas.
Okay. Uh Shout out some folks in the chat real quick. What's up, Phonoma John? What's going on, brother? Thank you for joining us, man. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead early and put the link to get on here into the comment section. That way, if anybody else has a take about their team or anything we discussed, y'all more than welcome to jump in here. More than welcome. More than welcome. All right, Mr. Robertson, where would you like to start this evening, man?
Well, really, I guess on the we can start with the Panthers and the Steelers, all the teams that had a chance to clinch something today. They seemed like they didn't want to do it. You they
Let's go
seemed
ahead.
like
Mm,
but Seattle came into Carolina and kind of put it on them a little bit. They had a lot to play for, and Carolina just I don't think they on that level with Seattle yet. So it wasn't too much of a surprise to me to see them lose to them. Seattle's defense is just top tier, and they showed Carolina what they was about today.
okay. See, we got somebody already want to jump in here. The homie Phenomenal John. We'll let him get on.
What he got?
What's
All
up?
right.
What's up? What's up? What's going on, man? Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you too, fellas. 58 South, Mr.
What's going
Sean
on, brother?
Robinson.
How you doing?
Mushan. Don't forget your
Mushawn, excuse
ME.
me,
There you
Mushawn.
go. There you go. I see y'all went shopping at the same
So,
backdrop store.
yes, we did. They had a good sale going on. Buy two, get one
Get
free.
the third free, right?
I got the free one.
Yeah. Black Friday sale. I can dig it. So, Mr. Roberson, he wants to start with my Carolina Panthers, so we'll go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Everybody had to see this coming. Y'all know we weren't gonna win 2 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that. Uh, my only problem with this was we didn't play with any urgency. We didn't play as if we know that the only way to get into the playoffs is by winning these last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest issue. Have we gone out there and fought and competed and lost? I gotta take that one. Um, and another thing, I'm just happy to actually have these conversations um, make sense. If y'all understand what I'm saying, because we could easily be
Oh, I
talking
do.
about how we're a 6-win team and we're
Yeah.
better than last year and we're rebuilding, but the fact that we're still in the playoff hunt, that's great. And plus, man, it just gives me a reason to cheer. I'm just so happy that we're not the bottom of the barrel right now. You know what I mean? New York Giants. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So y'all take it away with y'all perspectives. Go right
But
ahead, Mr. Roberson.
clearly, Carolina is better than they've been in a while this year. This is
Like 10,
uh,
10 years, last 10
yeah,
years.
this is their best showing in a long time. But with that comes some heightened expectations too. Since y'all got that chance to get in the playoffs, man, the, they need to go on and get in there. The fan base would be disappointed if they go out there and lose to Tampa next week, which they already done beat Tampa, and the way Tampa is looking, it looks like Carolina can do it again, but they're gonna have to go in there and beat them. I don't know if does Tampa come to Carolina or do they go to Tampa?
So we got to win on the road.
They got to go to Tampa. Okay, so uh, they need to go up in there with some urgency, and I think like the guy that you was talking about last week, Mike Jackson, he played better today. He had an interception. They turned it right back over the very next play though, uh,
See what I'm
but
saying?
he played better. Next week is their week to win a game. So uh, they should win it based on their past history. But hey man, they got to go out there and do it. And I think the way for them to do that, Bryce Young got to get well 2 things. I don't know what happened to Carolina's run game the last few weeks. I ain't really been seeing them because when they were winning, they were rushing for 200 yards a game. Seemed like they haven't been doing that much anymore. Hubbard and the guy, what's his name?
Rico Dowdle.
Rick Dowdle. They got to come out and give them something. Take some of that pressure off of Bryce Young because recently he's had to he's not the kind of quarterback that's going to win you a game just on throwing the ball 30, 40 times. He can't do that.
Right.
So that's the main thing that they're going to have to. But they got some good receivers. If they got a good running game going, that guy number 4 he can make plays. But he just can't be. It's got to be more balanced.
Gotcha. Phenomenal John, what's your thoughts on it, sir?
The playoff starts. It's already starting now for both of
Hmm.
them teams. The next game is a playoff game because you lose, you go home. You win, you live to fight another day. So it is. If they don't have that sense of urgency, like Mr. Robertson said, if they don't have that, then that means that they don't belong in the playoffs anyway. Like they need to have that playoff mentality now because they have to win that game. So that game is going
Okay.
to be huge. If they come in with that mentality, they might be able to make some noise in there because the NFC, I still think it's not too many super dominant teams that are high level because Philly's looking good right now too as we speak. But they got a chance to do something in there if they have that mentality going into this game, this next game. If they don't have that mentality going into the next game, they don't need to be in the playoffs anyway.
All right. So let me ask
I
y'all right now. Let me ask y'all right now. You gotta choose next Sunday, Tampa Bay, Carolina, the brawl for it all. The NFC South division is on the line. Who wins that game in Tampa Bay? And why do they win that game in Tampa Bay?
I got Carolina, man. I just think they've just fallen apart, man. I don't think they really got much left. Um, Cause they was running away with this division and just came all the way back to the pack. Um, so yeah, I think Carolina's gonna back in to the playoffs and win this game.
Okay. Phenomenal John.
Yep, I got Carolina. It's gonna be close though. I say probably like 27-24, high scoring game. I got Carolina. Yeah, that's what I got.
All right. Now, I'm gonna approach this as the journalism student that lives in me before I approach it as the fan. I think Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans are gonna feel really, really, really disrespected if they go out there and lay an egg against the Carolina Panthers, knowing that their season is on the line. I'm looking for a real big game out of both of those guys. The rookie wide receiver, I never want to mess this young man's name up.
I know who. Yeah,
Ibuke, I think
I think
is how
that's how
you
you
pronounce
say
it.
it.
If it's
I'm not
not, I
sure.
apologize. Right, I apologize if that's not how you pronounce it. But I think he shows up, and I think this game is going to be for lack of a better term, a shootout. It's going to be one of the better games we've seen all season.
Hmm.
Uh, the journalism guy in me has Tampa Bay winning. The
Well,
fan in me would love to see my Panthers win this game.
well, listen. I mean, I agree with that take. If you are being objective, you look at the teams on paper. Tampa should blow them away. Tampa should whoop Carolina. It shouldn't even be no. But they have not put it all together. I'm just talking about. They got a whole lot of talent on, especially on their offense.
Right?
Offense, yeah.
But they just haven't been putting it together. It's just something not there, man.
And this is the thing. Agreeing 100% with what you just said. They only need to put it together for one game now. They just got to concentrate everything on one game. They're not even worried about the first round of the playoffs. They just got to put it together for one game. And all their pieces going up against all our pieces, I gotta think it leans more toward Tampa Bay Buccaneers because again, you're gonna put Mike Jackson on Mike Evans 1-on-1. That's what
Hmm.
you're gonna do with your season on the line.
Tampa still
Now,
got the guy. I just can't think his name. Number 14.
Goodwin, Goodwin.
Goodwin. Yeah. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Godwin.
Yeah,
Godwin.
yeah.
Godwin. I'm sorry. I'm
They
sorry.
Godwin,
still got
Godwin.
him.
Yeah.
They
Again,
should win, man.
more weapons. And aside, well, not even aside, but on our side of things, I got Ted Ginn Jr. and Xavier Leggett. You remember how Ted Ginn Jr. You got to throw him 3 balls early so he can go ahead and get his 2 drops out the way. And Leggett is reincarnated. He's doing the same thing, but the problem with Leggett is you're not our big play receiver. Ted Ginn was our over the top game breaker. That's why we had to rely, well, not had to rely, but that's why we let him get away with them almost 2.5 drops a game.
Hmm.
You can't be Mr. Drop 'em and just be a possession receiver, homeboy. That doesn't add up. We can't
Right.
go anywhere with that.
Right.
So that's why putting my fandom to the side, I think Tampa Bay is going to win the game. Who do I want to win the game? Of course, my Carolina Panthers. But I just know there's going to be penalties. There's going to be some offsides out of nowhere that you don't expect. There's going to be some late hits on Baker Mayfield that are going to be stupid, that are going to cost us yards. I know this because I've seen it the entire season.
Yeah, they have been doing that.
And I
They
don't
have
and I
been
don't think and I don't think we play a perfect game week 17.
doing.
I don't.
Well, again, it's y'all week to win, man. Y'all lost this week, so it's the week to win.
Hey man, I would, and this is one of the many times I would love to be wrong. I would love to come on here next Sunday and be like, hey, I had it completely wrong. We are going to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But, but I don't, unless there are some injuries that we don't know about on the Tampa Bay side.
Mm-hmm.
If those guys are 100% healthy, man, I think Baker Mayfield has a huge chip on his shoulder he's playing with, and you get to exercise that chip at home. Yeah.
Yeah, Tampa Bay didn't look good today either.
They
Yeah, I
didn't.
saw them. I saw they lost to the Dolphins, but I
Yeah, they
mean,
didn't look good.
that's what made next week even better for me though. Like we both
Right?
coming
I
off
agree.
L's. Yeah, we
I
both
agree.
coming off L's. You, this it. I mean, this is the closest thing. We might as well just look at this like, yo, this y'all Super Bowl. Both of them, Tampa Bay and Carolina. Y'all might as well look
Yeah,
at this like y'all Super Bowl because
that's what I was saying.
whoever either one of us plays in the first round of the playoffs, we coming home. We, we not we not sticking around.
Hey man, you get to the tournament, anything can happen. But I feel you.
Yeah, anything except that. Anything except that. Speaking of the tournament, which conference is stronger to y'all this year, the NFC or the AFC? Just top to bottom.
AFC.
NFC.
Ah, perfect. I'm glad y'all disagreed. Mr. Roberson, why do you pick the AFC?
I just think the AFC has you know their top teams are better. I think I think New England is a good team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Buffalo really is. And then I like some of these new teams that are coming up in there. I
Mm-hmm.
think they're good. I think Houston is going to be hard to beat.
I'm paying
Denver,
attention. I'm just pulling up the
yeah,
top
yeah,
teams from
no,
each
you
side.
good. I think Houston is going to be hard to beat. Denver is going to be hard to beat. And New England. I don't think the NFC has three teams as good as those three teams in their playoff picture right now. And
For
I
now,
mean,
oh,
hopefully, because I'm a Bears fan. Hopefully, we the cream of the crop with that over there in the NFC. But I think Philly is flawed. They got a lot of issues. The Rams, they're good, but they dropped a couple too that they should have won. Um, San Francisco, San Francisco got all its injuries, and Seattle, you know, they have they have a very good team, but is their quarterback gonna stand up in the playoffs? Because he's known to, shrink in big games. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards the AFC right there.
for Nama John, give me that NFC reasoning, sir.
Yeah, just like he said though, what he named teams that their divisions are stacked. Now the NFC East and the South is pretty weak, but the other two I do think make up for that because they're solid. The North and the West, like every team in those divisions are pretty good. Like you said, San Fran, Seattle, the Rams, and then I mean the Rams. Yeah, the Rams, and then you got your Bears look good. Your boys look good, man. And Detroit is never no slouches. Like, and you
Yeah,
got Philly.
Detroit is
I
out the
just think.
playoff. They're
Yeah,
not going. They
Detroit's
eliminated.
eliminated. Detroit's
Oh, they
eliminated.
just got eliminated. I just lost some
Yeah,
money.
yeah, they're out of here.
Well, I just lost some money then.
That's
Changes my
what I'm
whole
saying.
argument.
Green Bay, they got
Green
injuries
Bay.
too. They lost their best defender for the year. So,
Yeah, that was
and the
crazy.
quarterback is concussed right now.
Yeah, so I got to give you that. As far as right now goes, I think I'm gonna have to switch my stance. AFC.
I'm gonna run with the NFC just because and it goes to what Marshawn was saying as far as the teams he was picking toward the top. The Patriots. Your quarterback is inexperienced. That's why I'm not gonna count that. Like I know you have a great regular season, but that regular season and playoff is two different things. Then you got Bo Nix in Denver, solid regular season. I don't think they're gonna put up good numbers in the playoffs. Then you look at the NFC. All the top teams are led by minus the Bears, guys who have been there and done that. You got your Jalen Hurts, You got your Matthew Stafford. Hell, you got your Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's
Yeah,
been a
that's a
game
good
away
point.
from the promised land. You know what I mean? So my whole
Hmm.
thing is when it actually gets to that time of year where the reins get a little tight and those little miraculous Brett Favre passes y'all have been making in the regular season, yeah, they're not gonna fly. They're not about to fly in the playoffs. Everything gets a little tighter. That's why I think the NFC has got a stronger quarterback play to make those teams a little heavier for me. That's why I pick the NFC.
I
Uh,
like it. I like it.
does do the Buffalo Bills remind y'all of the old Giants? You know, the ones who stumbled into the playoffs and won the Super Bowl both times.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. They do because their defense is actually slept on is a lot better than people realize, and
Like
that's what
you,
it takes.
you think they can go on a run?
Yeah, I do. Because like he said about the inexperience of those quarterbacks in the AFC, because their defense is so solid, they can rattle those quarterbacks in the playoffs. The same ones you just mentioned, your Bo Nix,
Hmm.
and your guy from the Patriots, who I do like.
I think Buffalo. I don't know, man. I mean, I just think that they do have the nod on inexperience, um, but at the same time, I don't know about if I really think Josh Allen is that dude like that in the playoffs. You know, I know he's good. I know he's good, but I need to see him. To me, he try to make too many Superman plays consistently. And I sometimes if your team got a good offense, man, just run the offense. You know, run the ball. They can't run the ball. Buffalo can't, and you're gonna have to run the ball in the playoffs. They go ahead.
I just want to say Buffalo does lead the league in rushing, and Cook averages 100 and something yards per game as far as rushing goes. That's what I'm putting that out there.
Are you sure that's not all-purpose yards, man?
Oh, it's
Uh,
rushing 102, 102. He's the number one,
okay.
and he averages 5 yards to carry.
All right. Well,
I want to put that out there.
I'm watching them play Philly now. They ain't running the
Yes.
ball. Josh Allen trying to he trying to run it himself. Over and over. But I just have to see it myself. Them making a run to get to the AFC Championship game or Super Bowl.
Let me ask y'all this then. Sticking with the Bills, also sticking with I believe for Namajan, it's you that was saying the Bills defense is better than people are giving them credit for.
Yeah.
Keeping along the lines of defense being really solid and also of a quarterback having experience. What would you say if I said I think the Texans have a better shot of coming out of the AFC to go to
Oh,
the Super Bowl than the Bills?
I would
one hundred
agree.
percent. I
I
me
agree
too.
with that.
Yeah. 100%. They got the best defense in the conference.
They have the best defense in the conference by far, they got an okay offense. They need to shore that up, but they certainly got a good defense. They got good special teams too.
Buffalo
So
just scored a touchdown.
They
appreciate
on
you.
the yeah they on the 3 yard line now. They're trying to tie it up. Let's see what they do.
That's what's up. So the Houston Texans are looking like one of the old Baltimore Ravens teams, the ones where the offense did just enough,
Yep,
but the defense really carried the squad. That's what I'm. Is that what I'm getting?
their offense is better than those teams. I think though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
agree
yeah,
with
yeah,
you on
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
agree
yeah,
with you
yeah.
on that too.
Now, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not going to disrespect C.J. Stroud and them boys like that. I'm not going to do that. But I just like to draw comparisons to certain teams because I'm like I think I've seen this before.
Hmm.
That's why I brung those up. So it wouldn't be a surprise to me if either one of those teams went a little further than that's just that first weekend, respectively. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I think Houston is a good team, man. Um, what y'all think about Jacksonville though? People sleeping on them too.
I don't think I'm a believer in Jacksonville Jaguars, man. When it come down to it, I don't know
Hmm.
why. You know what? I'm lying. I think I do know why. Because he's been in the league long enough to have proven before now. If you were really that dude, for that squad, like as far as taking them to that next level, I believe it would have happened a couple more times before this season. You know what I mean? I think this season you guys were galvanized with the addition of. I'm not gonna lie, I think the addition of Travis Hunter made everybody else in that locker room feel like, yo, whether we like it, well, not like it or not, but believe it or not, fellas, all eyes are back on us.
That could
The
be
number
true.
two, the number two pick in the draft, and he's not just just a regular good player. He's talking about they talk about him like he's a generational talent, playing both sides of the ball. So all the eyes are going to be here. All we got to do is show improve. Just by proximity, we're going to get looked at because we're a part of this circus now too. And they fed off of their energy, having a great season, but that stops in the playoffs. I do not think. Nah, I don't think they're
No,
it.
I agree with you there. I don't think they're it too. I just, they're playing good ball, but
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna make some noise in the playoffs. You know,
Yeah,
they're
I'm
they're
just
the
saying.
same. Yeah, they're the same as they're the same as the Indianapolis Colts to me.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And you saw, and the only reason Indianapolis is doing so bad now, of course, your quarterback, and then Sauce Gardner. You went out and got somebody to help shore up your defense, and he's out of there. So now
hmm
you're back to being the coach that everybody thought you were.
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So, Phenomenal John, who you got? Like if you had to pick somebody to like your Super Bowl matchup, what you think? What you think that might be?
Just off the cuff right now, I would think I'd go with Buffalo because of the experience, and they were so close the past couple of years. And Philly, Buffalo and Philly,
Oh,
basically a
okay.
rematch of this game right now
Mm. Oh, why they took that touchdown away?
because his arm was down right before the half
Oh,
inch
okay,
one.
okay.
Yo, they have 8 seconds left in that game.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Oh man, talk about theatrics. Talk about getting your money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Man, get out of here.
push
They,
push
they, they gave him
push
a
push.
touchdown and took it away. Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I bet
So,
on
Michon,
Buffalo while they was down because the odds was crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
Michon, who's your Super Bowl prediction?
yeah, who's yours?
Well,
The Bears
uh,
and who? The Chicago and who?
I did pick Chicago. Just because again I'm a fan of theirs. That's my and they looking real good right now. Um, I picked them against. Um, I said New England last time I made a pick.
Hmm.
Um, and I think I will stick with that one. I think New England and Chicago will be there. I was thinking about saying Houston, but
Not a bad pick.
I don't want to say Houston.
Yeah, yeah. I can. Houston and L.A. The Rams. I got Houston and the Rams playing in the Super Bowl.
I like that pick.
Oh, you ain't like mine, huh?
Nah, man, I don't know. That was, nah, I was just kidding. I like yours too. Yours is good too. But the Rams have experience too. They've been there before. So that's
hmm
not a bad pick on that end. And Houston defense, you know how defense does in the playoffs in the NFL. You got a defense like that, you always got a shot to win every game.
Man, Houston, they come in there, they bring the thunder. All of they players fly to the ball every time.
Remind me of that Buccaneers defense with Warren
Yeah,
Sapp.
man. Yeah. Uh,
Another
it's
reason.
like it's just like they faster than everybody else. When they playing them, it's like they got jets on or something.
Another reason why I picked the Rams is because when it comes to NFL like playoffs and things like that, man, I'm always a sucker for like, okay, what's the storyline in these playoffs that I might want to pay attention to. And the Rams have a storyline with Devontae Adams.
and Matthew Stafford. 'Cause you remember they were talking about, and he still might win the MVP, but they were talking about if he was to win a Super Bowl with them, he would be first ballot Hall of Fame.
And that's it for him. He wouldn't have to come back
Yeah,
next season. What you got to prove after that?
yeah. Buffalo got a touchdown. Got another one.
That's game then, isn't it?
Well, they got a, they if they go for two, it would be. It's 13-12 right now.
Oh yeah, kick that field goal, man. Go to overtime.
Mm. Oh wow, they did go for two and they didn't get it.
Oh, game over.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing because I see I'm ahead of you.
Oh
That's why I
wow.
didn't say nothing. I've been saying I'm a little ahead, so I was like, nope, I ain't gonna spoil it.
Well,
Oh
let me
man.
ask y'all since y'all are looking at it and I don't have any way of seeing it right now. Was it a pass play or did they attempt to run the ball?
It was a
Pass
pass
play.
You Pete Carrolled the situation. Way to go, Buffalo. You
play.
Pete Carrolled it. You
Oh
got Cook back there, but you didn't want to give him the football.
wow. And see, that's what I mean about Buffalo, though, man. Like I don't know. I think their coach and they just don't make the play to the winning play when they need to. They'll be in the game all game, and then some they'll they won't make the play when they need to make the play.
Not as bad as the Giants. I need my Giants to lose, and of course they won.
Oh yeah, well they couldn't help but win this game. They were playing Las Vegas.
Man, listen,
They had
Yeah,
to
if it was
try to
any game,
lose that one. It would have been too obvious if
that's a good point.
they would
That's a
have had
good
to
point.
try to lose to them.
they had to call the feds on y'all. Y'all would have lost to the
Yeah,
Raiders, man.
man. Investigation right off the bat.
Yeah,
You
straight
know.
up.
That's a
Y'all,
fact.
they
That's a
tanking.
fact.
They tanking, man. They lost to the no. They tanking. They tanking.
All
Mhm.
So who is it?
right. That's
Who
a
is it that
fact.
y'all who is it that y'all are trying to get in the draft next year?
See, I don't even know. I mean, I feel like what we need is just to shore up the O line. But as far as the first pick, um, I like Jackson Dart, so I don't mind if they want to treat him like the quarterback for the future. I don't mind. So I say we need more receivers, like one of them guys from Ohio State, or Baylor. That dude, that's what we need, in my opinion. Like
Okay.
whoever the best wide receiver in the draft is, we need him. Give him to us and that O line. Sure, O line.
Mhm. You could well. They should definitely if they get that first pick. They should definitely pick a lineman with it. They should definitely pick a lineman with it, and you can get a receiver. You can get a receiver later. They are more plentiful in the draft. Some good ones too.
Right, right.
Hmm.
Let's switch gears a little bit from football to basketball, gentlemen. Do the San Antonio Spurs have the Oklahoma City Thunder figured all the way out?
Bruh, San Antonio got everybody figured out. Other teams better try to figure them out. Cause I watched them play, and I'm looking at their personnel. They got they got slashers and cutters on their team, guys that can drive that ball into the paint and kick it out. And no other team has as many of them as San Antonio. They got Fox, they got that guy Castle,
Castle. Yeah.
the other guy. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Vassal. That's how you say his name.
Mm-hmm.
VAS.
We'll
Yeah.
run with that. We'll
And
run with
then
that.
they got your boy from Carolina as the veteran leader on the team, Harrison Barnes.
Don't forget
And,
Dylan Harper.
and yeah, Dylan Harper. Man, they got a squad, man.
Yep.
And
They got Vucevic.
Wimbenyama, I mean, he out there doing behind the back step back threes and mid range jumpers out there.
You still can't convince me that Victor Wembanyama isn't a created NBA 2K player.
Oh, 100%. I'm with you on that one.
He came
I'll
from
take
Canada,
that.
man. That's how they play, I guess. But San Antonio, they got a whip over there.
Is that All right. What's the best way to phrase this? Is that just up until the All Star break? Because right around like a week before the All Star break, a team will figure something out and then continue it on after the All Star break, right? Is this
Mhm.
San Antonio team y'all think is for real, or is this something that we're just witnessing before this All Star break and it's gonna kind of level out after the All Star break to where they're gonna be like maybe middle to low of the pack in the West?
I think beating the Thunder the third time, to me, if that don't say that they for real. The second time you could give them maybe. First time you could say it's a fluke. Second time, but after the third time, it's not a fluke no more.
Okay.
Like they are official and they the real deal. Remember, Yama was coming off the bench and they was winning. I don't know if you remember that. Like he wasn't even starting a lot of them games. Like and he
Well,
was
that,
on.
that first time they beat them in the Emirates Cup semifinal,
Yeah,
we was coming off the
yeah,
bench, like playing
yeah,
limited minutes.
yeah.
Mhm.
If that don't prove it, beating them three times, I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna fall off. Obviously, injuries. You know how basketball is. One injury can turn everything around. But
And,
barring injury,
and
I don't see why.
Wimby is that one injury though that's got me worried about them. Um, Cause I don't think if they don't have him, I think it'll kind of implode a little bit. Um, but another team that I watched them. I like Houston, man, the Rockets. I like the personnel they have, not as much as San Antonio, but you know they got some good talent on the team, and I think they can do some damage too.
I think the Rockets are definitely built for the playoffs with the
Hmm.
fact that you know Durant's going to get his 25 to 30 just
Hmm.
walking. He's going to get that regardless. It's those other pieces that make him a threat in the playoffs because those guys don't mind grinding to win a game. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a shootout. They just know how to win. Plus, it's the coach. That coach. Say what you want to say
He
about him in the
do,
personal life.
man.
That ain't none of my business. I
Me
just know
neither.
the man can coach
He
basketball.
do know how to coach basketball. Yeah.
He can do that. Uh,
Celtics would have had back to back if he was a coach.
man,
Yeah.
man, and they're doing surprisingly well to be quite honest with you. Without having Jason Tatum, without
Hmm.
with losing Al Horford, no Kristaps Porzingis. I did not see Boston doing this well this season. To be honest with you, thought it was going to be a rebuilding year. Look for some pieces next year in the draft to hold you over till Tatum gets better. But hey, them boys definitely proving me wrong, at least for right now. You got Peyton Pritchard out there acting like he's an all star.
Hey, when you never know how talented guys are until somebody gets hurt though, and
This is true.
opens up the shots for them, man. And that he had that talent the whole time, just wasn't being he blossoming now.
So that's gonna pose a problem for him though when Tatum does come back.
Hmm.
Which one of y'all about to take this not pay cut, but which one of y'all about to take this shot cut?
That coach got to figure it out. Which honestly, I don't know. I just don't think he can. I don't like Boston's coach the way he coaches the team because they seem to only be able to play one way. If they ain't hitting a bunch of 3 pointers, then that's why you can get down 25 to them and you ain't even got to be worried about it because you can come right back on them. But you know, but Pritchard is playing very well though.
Yeah, absolutely. Do y'all believe in the Pistons as a top three team in the East? They're sitting at number one still, but do y'all believe in them as a top three team in the East?
I do. I
Yeah.
saw it coming this year after last season. I thought they was gonna have a pretty good year. I didn't know it was gonna be this good, but I knew that they
Mm.
were gonna be solid this season because they've been every year they've been on the incline. Like the past 3 years, Detroit's been getting better and better and better, and they got a squad. And they I like their team too. I like everybody on that team. I think that they're gonna be probably top three when it's all said and done in the East when the season's out. Is my
They got
prediction.
they got the same kind of mentality you were just talking about with Houston. They gritty. They'll scratch and claw to win a game, but they can also run too and go up and down. Um, excuse me. So I like them too.
Okay. I'm gonna
What's up
take
with the Cleveland Cavaliers though?
the
They are like
The Cleveland Cavaliers have taken the approach of their. It seemed like they're just taking the back seat in the East. Um, the knock on them used to always be that they're they're tall but not big. If that made any
hmm
sense, like y'all got two tall guys, but they don't play big.
right.
And when you couple that along with your guards outside of Donovan Mitchell aren't really that intimidating. Like
They
ain't
kind of
nobody really
soft,
look.
man.
Yeah, well, you see, that's I was trying to stay away from that term. You know what I mean? Cause I feel like that's disrespectful to call a grown man. Call a grown man soft. But I mean, you're who you appear to be on the court. You know what I mean? So, uh,
hmm
yeah, man. They out there getting bullied. When I knew that the Cavaliers weren't it is when we beat them in Cleveland.
hmm
Yeah, the Hornets beat y'all in Cleveland.
They got they got a lot of small. Yeah, you're exactly right. Their players, if they like Garland is just a small NBA player anyway. Then the guys who have some size don't play like they have it. They can't get a rebound, key rebound when they need one. They can't get a key stop when they need one. You know, and it seemed like you said, Mitchell's the only one out there playing with a lot of heart to me.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because there people will say they'll talk about the Knicks and go, "Well, your best player can't be 5'9" and lead you to an NBA championship." Well, the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell ain't all that much taller than Jalen Brunson. If that's what we use, and Donovan Mitchell like 6'1", 6'2" for real. You know what I mean? And he can't put that team on his back and go out there and win games consistently like that, man. Having to put up almost 50, well, between 30 and 50 to win every night, bro, you're going to get tired, man. You're not built for that. You built to
hmm
have some help. That's why you left Utah, if I'm not mistaken. If that's all you was going to do, period, you could have just stayed in Utah and did that.
Yep. Uh, that guy who was supposed to be his running partner, the big guy, what's his name? Number I think
Which squad for Cleveland?
for Cleveland. Yeah.
Evan Mobley,
Yeah.
got to be Evan Mobley because Jared Allen, you just hit a block shots and rebound.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Evan Mobley.
Yeah,
He's not giving him what he needs to be a good running partner.
Evan. So I'm thinking that the Cleveland Cavaliers are looking at Evan Mobley in a trying to see him as being a Bam Adebayo type player, meaning you got that type of motor, because that's the real difference between Bam Adebayo and Evan Mobley. They both have similar skill sets, kinda, but Bam just got that dog for real. Like from the time you blow the whistle for the tip off to the end of the game, you know he going. You ain't never got to say he didn't give it his all tonight. Cause that's just what he does, man. That's
hmm
why that undersized, undermanned Miami Heat team. That's why they always did well. I'm not saying he was the only reason, but everybody played that way. That's why Bam is a pretty sought after, piece when it comes to trade talks and stuff like that. But Eric Spoelstra ain't crazy. He ain't giving that up
Right.
unless he trying to be in the lottery. He ain't trying to get that up.
Hey, phenomenal John, man. You said you was a Knicks fan, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. We smoked the Spurs.
Tell me your thoughts about them, man. I'm conflicted on them. 'Cause I wanna think that they good because they're playing well, but I don't trust Cat for real like that. Tell me why I should.
I can't tell you why you should, because I feel the same way. He's the only issue to me. Like plays like when he doesn't play like an idiot as far as like over fouling or just the
Mhm.
fouls he gets that takes himself out the game or like they're not smart plays. It's not like he went for the ball. It's just doing a little extra silly stuff. And then when he gets aggressive and plays aggressive, we do like we're almost impossible to beat when he plays aggressive. But
Yeah.
he's not consistent enough in his trying to get scoring like I would like. That's my thing. And he to me is the X factor, and I said that last year too.
Yeah,
He plays great.
oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh no, you straight. But that's my I can't because I feel the same way about him. To be honest, the
And
exact
I
same
look
way.
at his game, man, like if he's not hitting his long twos and threes, he just go out of the game. He just shrink like he's a 6'5" player. I just be like, man, you why you want if you okay if you hitting those shots, those jumpers, fine, take them. But if you not, why you don't get down there up in the paint and try to body somebody, try to dunk on somebody, get some layups on, rebound, do other things, man. If he's not hitting jumpers, he just get all out the game. Um,
He doesn't do it often enough, but I've seen him do it where he finally plays like he got some sense and does take it to the rack, and he does and he's unstoppable when he plays that way. But he doesn't play like that often enough
no,
at
he
all.
doesn't.
Not for me.
Because if he does, because the other guy that they have, I like him, Mikael Bridges. I like the way he plays, and he brings energy and stuff. But if Cat's not giving him anything, Mikael can't give him enough to beat a good team.
Yeah, but OG Ananobi can.
Yeah, he's all right. He's a decent player.
What am I not seeing? Because the Knicks fans love to bring up OG Ananobi.
Yeah, he's fire.
What? So give me a old NBA player comp for OG Ananobi because y'all love tossing him up. He is to y'all as such and such is to one of the older good teams. Cause y'all
I
love
can give
bringing
you
him up.
one, but I'm
Scottie
a,
Pippen.
oh no, no, no. I feel
Scottie
say
Pippen. He's like
I feel
Scotty out there.
I'm gonna say
He's locking
Gerald
up your
Wilkins.
best. He's locking up your best offensive player. He definitely has a
Did
better
you
jumper than
did
Scotty.
you hear what
Better jumper.
Rashawn said? Gerald Wilkins, brother.
I
Oh,
don't
that's
see
disrespect.
I don't see Scottie Pippen or OG Ananobi, man.
Scotty.
No,
Scotty reincarnated.
that's high praise, son. Hey,
My
you
man.
are a Nick fan, did I would have never guessed that.
Listen, I ain't never liked the Bulls, so that's not even a compliment. I'm a
Yeah.
Knicks fan.
Let me ask y'all this while I got y'all here, man. Are y'all the NBA fans who are what's the word who are kind of down on the current NBA because of the scores and the lack of defense?
I am a little bit. I mean, I'm never gonna leave that sport. I love it,
Hmm.
but I don't like the way teams play now. With the shooting 3 pointers when it's 21 seconds left in the shot clock. Um, Fast breaks that don't go to the basket. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that I don't think they play enough defense. Um, and I don't think guys utilize their skill sets uh, to their full ability anymore because they shoot so many 3 pointers. So that's what I think. I think is not as some games are. It's just hard to watch some teams play. Um, Now I watched the game Friday. No, it was Saturday. It was yesterday, I believe. No, it might have been Friday. Bulls and the Sixers. That was a good game
That
because
was a good game. I watched that.
that was a good game because the teams were shooting their fair share of 3 pointers, but the guys were slashing, cutting to the hole, shooting layups on both sides. Paul George played well in the game. That guy, that rookie that Philadelphia has, number 77,
VJ
VJ,
Edgecombe.
he was
Edgecombe,
killing.
yeah, he was balling.
He was killing in the game, and they were doing they were showing everything they could do in that game. Both teams were. I like to watch games like that.
Yeah, dudes be running down a fast break, and instead of going to the basket as the receiver of the passer, they run into the corner to the three, like waiting
Right.
for the pass. Like instead of going to the cup, like that is it's not fun to watch. It almost makes me feel like now I'm a purist because threes. I think even Mike Brown said that coming into the Knicks. He's like, yeah, we need to shoot, at least 15 to 20 more threes a game. I'm like, our team's not even built like that. Like, we don't have a bunch of 3-point shooters on our team. Like
Hmm.
you said, they taken away from the skills guys do got just to put up threes. I never liked it. I don't know if you see these AAU kids now, 9, 10 years old. I couldn't even shoot a three till I was like in 7th, 8th grade. Like,
Hmm.
now they pulling at 9 years old. They pulling
I'm
like
talking
shooting
about,
threes.
yeah. And they all want to be one dimensional, man. Coaches are coaching them like that. So I think it's keeping the game from growing like it should. And let me ask y'all this,
Mm-hmm.
because I had guys, and they'll talk about how two things I want to bring up. Why do the the NBA guys that play in the league now disrespect the old game so much? You don't hear that in no other sports, like when they get interviewed or something where they talking about how I'll cook I'll cook Jordan, or I'll cook we would kill a '90s team. You don't hear NFL players talking about old school NFL like that. You don't hear baseball players talking about old school baseball like that. That's one point. Why I want y'all to get y'all opinion. Why are these new guys that play in the NBA that go on these podcasts? I'm hearing them, or newly retired guys so disrespectful to old school basketball, and then guys was talking about how skillful the new players are, how they have so so much more skill than any time in the NBA, and they're so much more athletic than any time in the NBA. Man, I'm like, my comeback to that when guys say that to me, okay, if it's so much more athletic, then why are two of the best players in the league today so unathletic? You know who I'm talking about?
Jokic
Ooh, Jokic
and
and
Shea
Luca.
Gillis Alexander. Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
I
I
was thinking
forgot. Yeah,
Luca
yeah,
and
yeah, them
Joker.
two.
Those two,
I,
they dominate the league, and they ain't even in no shape. But everybody, is supposed to be such a dominant and athletic league now. So I want to just throw that out to you guys and get y'all feedback on that.
but tell you what, John, I want you to answer because I'm gonna give my answer to that, and I'm gonna also re-respond to something you had asked me last Sunday. Because I thought about it after we got off the show, and I'm like, yo, he was right, and
Hmm.
I it was about boxing, and the way I had answered it, when I look back at, it, I'm like, yo, you was in your feelings right then, because there was a actual answer I should have gave you other than the whole that Floyd Mayweather thing. But John, you go ahead.
I think they just want. I think it's clout personally when it comes to the guys who just retired. Like they want to be remain relevant, and that is one of the best conversation starters. The what ifs, because I never liked those. Because I mean, it's silly. What were we gonna say? Wilt Chamberlain would have killed Patrick Ewing. Like, yeah, it's a good conversation, but it can never actually really be proven ever. So it's
Hmm.
almost like irrelevant to say other than just trying to draw attention and buzz. Because I agree with you. I've never heard before this era of like guys coming at like the old school. And I think it's happening more recently now in the NBA than it ever has. Ever. Like when them guys be disrespecting the 90s. But the 90s dudes do the same thing to the new cats. Like
They
they're
do
doing
it,
the
but
same
they
thing.
didn't start it. They just responded most of the time when I see it.
Well, it's tips attack here, no there. We don't know, but they definitely play a part in the conversation. Like for the most part, like Shaq is quick to say that he did, and
Oh,
he ain't lying though. He ain't
yeah,
lying
he he
though.
he
No,
has.
Shaq ain't lying though. Shaq would have destroyed pretty much everybody. So I can't like just physically you could see that. Like I think that's a little easier to have that theory that Shaq would have killed in this era because of his stature, but overall you can't prove it. I think it's just more of a clout thing for their shows. The Gilbert Arenas podcast and all them guys, like they just want to be relevant, in my opinion. That's what I think it's coming from. And smack talking is a part of sports. You know how we do. Like I'm doing
Mhm.
that now, like to the young cats. I'm telling them, man, I could still crush you now, little boy. Like I know you in your 20s, but I'm 40 something. I still got it. So it's a natural part of basketball, especially like smack talking. Like that's the thing. So on top, that's my opinion. Though. It's just how we are as ballers. Talk junk.
Mhm. All right.
Did you want to speak to the part about the guys being more athletic, or was that all
Oh yeah,
everything
yeah.
in one?
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true because I last I heard, I ain't seen nobody take a dollar off the top of the backboard like the goat did, Earl Manigault. I ain't hear nobody doing that. So
Mhm.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They had super athletes too back then. Like that ain't never changed. And I do think with technology and fitness programs, you do have a plethora of other people that could jump high, but I still don't think it's that big difference that it was back in the day. In my opinion, it's
Mhm.
just the style of play is different. But them dudes had hot too, heavy back then.
I mean, look,
So,
man. I saw a picture of Nate Thurman back in the day in some Chuck Taylor Converse getting a rebound, and his armpit is at the rim, getting the
yup,
rebound. Like,
yup.
man, I'm talking about. And he looked like he was just cut up and everything. Okay,
That
there's athletes all the time.
that right there is a discussion I want to write down and have for another show. Also, man, guys doing amazing things while wearing a thin piece of cloth and a rubber sole on their feet. I'm like, I know your foot bleeds after every game wearing those. You can't even wear those just casually without your feet feeling messed up. I know you ain't out there dropping 40 in those feeling all right. But anyway, I want to stick to what you had asked us, all right? So, to answer the first part of your question, guys feel comfortable talking like that because guys know that all the rule changes are positioned to help you flourish as an offensive player now. So by saying I would have cooked such and such, yeah, because Jordan couldn't put that forearm on you right now without being called for it. Cool. So you might get away with that. I could understand why you would feel that way. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that it's true, but I can get why you would feel that way. Cool, no problem. As far as everybody feeling like the newer guys are more athletic than the older guys, it's not that. It's that the role players are much better than the role players from back then. Um, Back then, it was a lot easier for the NBA Jams game to exist because basically you only had two real stars on each team. That's why that video game made so much sense. You only really wanted to see the two guys anyway. But now when you got your fourth guy, i.e. a Mikal Bridges, who can go out there and get you. What did he get last year? Did he hit a 50 ball last year, Mikal Bridges?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See my point exactly.
and he
Mikal
had a
Bridges
couple
isn't.
of.
He's not your first or second option on offense, but he can go out there and get you a 50 ball. The only other guys I could think like that would maybe have been a Tony Kukoc back then, but
Jamal
on the
Crawford.
on but on the right, but on a team with Michael Jordan, Tony Kukoc, you're not even about to get the chance to see if you can hit 50 points, homeboy. Yeah, I mean that's cool
Mhm.
to talk about, but if you think Mike is passing you that ball enough times for you to get up enough shots to
All
get
right.
to
That's
get 50
right.
points, you are delusional, homeboy.
That ain't happening.
Mike was like, "You better get all that in the first quarter."
Yeah, man.
After
Yeah.
that, yeah.
You better hope we up by 30. Uh that I hope I answered, that. And then when I said I wanted to litigate something you had asked me last week. Remember when you asked me, you were like, yo, why is it every time when you bring up boxing and Floyd Mayweather that people always talk about the money? That's all they ever bring up is the money. And the
Hmm.
answer I gave you last week, feelings. That was all feelings, right? Because this is the real answer. Every generation of boxing fan has their guy that they want to defend. And as somebody who grew up like watching Floyd Mayweather him being one of the boxers in my particular era, when you start talking about the fights he didn't make or the fights he didn't take, it stings. because there's no real justification for it. So we bring up the money to protect our boxer. The same way when people would talk about Muhammad Ali lost, but Muhammad Ali fought everybody. They'll also bring up the sacrifices he made outside of the ring. And we don't have that kind of stuff to draw from when we start talking about Floyd Mayweather. So the only thing we can bring up is the money.
Yeah.
That's the real answer. Can't nobody tell you nothing other than that makes sense, bro. That's the real answer. We just trying to protect our boxer. That's all, man.
And I respect that, man. You know, that's cool because the people who say LeBron is the GOAT, they do that too. And I'm just like, hey, that guy's an awesome player. He is very good. I just don't think he's the best ever.
No,
But
yeah, no. That is. I think that is just pure. What's the word? That's just pure rebellion talking. Don't nobody. Ain't no way. Ain't
but
no
it's the
way.
same concept though. He's trying to protect that guy. And
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Because my whole thing with that is, well, you can't sit here and say that you play sports to win, and then then when you talk about, okay, so what's the highest level of this sport is NBA championships, and then the first thing they'll say is, well, just because he doesn't have this many doesn't mean this, that, and the third. Because if that's the case, then Bill Russell's the best basketball player ever. Bill Russell had more than Michael Jordan. Okay, now justify that though. Like you brung up Bill Russell, but give me some justification because you ain't never get to see Bill Russell play.
right, and you don't know how lopsided the league was when Bill Russell was playing.
Right, and I don't never want to take away anything that Mr. Russell achieved because Bill Russell was playing in Boston during a time where looking like Bill Russell could cost you your life in Boston. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Never want to downplay
whole
that.
different. That's a whole nother
Never
conversation.
ever.
Yeah,
That's why I don't never bring that man up because that's something I will never know, never understand. I know well enough to know to leave that alone and not speak on that. But when you talk about making a sport global, soccer is the only certified global sport. Michael Jordan made basketball global. Nobody else.
mm-hmm.
Nobody else. Outside of that, he's the archetype for what it's supposed to look like to be an NBA player.
Right.
You can't do nothing with that, man.
And,
You can't
and
do
you
nothing
know,
with
I
that.
mean, yeah, the guy did everything. Like he didn't run from being in the dunk contests and the 3-point contests and stuff like that too. To just give you everything an NBA player supposed to give you in
And then he
competition,
quit
out of
and played
competition.
baseball.
And came back and
And
picked up
came
like he
back.
never quit. And came
Mm-hmm.
back and still dominated for 3 straight years. I'm glad you brought that part up, man. He ain't even played a full 40 years like LeBron James trying to do. I'm glad you
Right.
brought that
Because
part
he
up.
was he was a quitter, that's why.
Yeah, that came back and made everybody else quit.
You can't come back unless you quit first.
Great
Well,
point. And had he quit, came back, and been a shell of himself, you'd have a great point. But instead, he went and played baseball, got his mind off of things, came back like, yeah, I just come back to get my stuff. That's
yeah,
a,
I mean, he
that's
came back
all.
and
I
it
just
was
came to get my
dominant,
stuff.
man.
And
I,
then, and
I
then, and then he dropped the double nickel on us. So I'm still salty about that.
Only person to ever beat
Still
Michael Jordan. Well, only two people to ever beat Michael Jordan were Dean Smith and Jerry Krause.
mm-hmm.
Jerry Krause broke up the Bulls, and Dean Smith held his playing minutes.
And I know one thing. I'm gonna say one name that's gonna get John hot.
J.J.
Charles Smith.
Barrera. Oh, ooh,
Charles Smith.
ooh, you going to the
The
Knicks?
Bulls
You
was
going to the
busting
Knicks
that
talk?
shot. Was busting that shot over and over. They had a chance to win that game, boy. Ooh wee. Oh man.
Oh snap! I just thought about it. Charles Smith and J.R. Smith, are they related?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think.
So
I don't
when
think so.
J.R. Smith got that rebound and took the ball back like he was playing in the backyard, you know how you got to take it back before you can score.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. He did do that 58. Like you had to take it back. You gotta clear. I'm
Hey,
not a
look,
Jordan
fellas.
fan though, believe it or not, man. Not a Jordan fan.
I don't expect anybody that supports orange and blue to be a Jordan fan. I don't expect
We got the
anybody.
same. We have the same exact birthday.
Well, you
Really?
know,
Same exact birthday. My dad was
well,
like, you and Jordan got the same birthday, right, son? He told me on my 11th birthday. I was like, so he don't play for the Knicks.
Hey man, you gotta respect what the man did though. I mean,
I just,
he kept so many stars in that era from winning anything. You know,
yeah,
just that's something in itself. And here's one thing got kind of off topic, but I do want to say this about the LeBron GOAT thing that people say. You can't even really say that LeBron is the GOAT of this era because he played Steph Curry and them 4 times and lost 3 times to them.
well,
What?
that one, the K, I don't count the KD one though,
Well,
man.
you,
Like
you gotta count it. They still played.
the
yeah, you gotta
KD
count.
one, the
You gotta
KD one
count.
though, that's that's
I
uncalled for.
mean,
Like, we can't count that one,
you
bro.
gotta count it. Just like for me, okay, I gotta count the 2 chips Houston won when Jordan wasn't there. I can't say Jordan would have got 8 because I don't know. Houston did win those. KD and LeBron played Golden State 4 times and he lost 3 times.
Uh, Facts are
You can't
facts.
be the GOAT if you losing to one team like that. Might well say Steph the GOAT of this era because he was beating you over and over.
But LeBron made it like 10 times in a row, right? Then he make it to the final like 10 years in a row. That's crazy.
It is crazy, man. But hey, you gotta win some more of those too. You gotta win some more of those.
If we're gonna say just getting there is what makes you great, then the Buffalo Bills should be up there with some of the best teams known to
That's
man.
right. That's
Well, if he
right.
didn't win none, then that'd be a good comparison. But he won two. It's not like he went every time and lost every time.
But you
But
just said he went like 10 times. So
in a
so
row,
okay,
yeah. So that's something. That's nothing to sneeze at. Though.
you go over this lady's house 10 times, but only 2 of those times you walked you left out like you wanted to.
Yeah, but if it's like Beyonce's crib,
Twenty
like it means
percent,
something. It
twenty
means something
percent,
if you're going to Beyonce's house 10 times. That means something.
20%,
Okay.
20%.
You
Just
gotta
two out
We'll
of
take a
win.
10.
poll. How
You
many
gotta
people would
win
agree
more
that?
of those, man. You just got to. And let's keep it real about this thing. 2015, they could have won against Steph. Yeah, that was the first year Steph and them won the championship. They could have beat them. Even though I know Kyrie was, oh, that was the year that Kyrie was hurt, but I think Kevin Love was on the team. Gosh, I have to look it up to be more precise with it. But
Gotcha.
they could have beat them then. 'Cause, they had a good enough team. So if he had done that, it would make a huge difference. But you go to the finals 10 times, man. You got to win. When he went to Miami, that first time he had to win that one, and he didn't win it.
Not only did you not win it, you allowed the Dallas Mavericks to win on your home floor, party in Miami, and bring the trophy with them to every club they went to.
I didn't. I just know that he had to win that championship when he went to Miami that first time. He had to, and they didn't. So that's a huge mark on them, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I had a it's a culture slash hip hop topic I had wanted to bring up a little bit, man. I can run it by y'all real quick. If y'all not that interested, y'all can just say I'm not that interested, and we'll go ahead and get to the Monday night predictions real quick and go on about our business, right? So my cousin had put me on to this movement that has been talked about, I guess, within the past week. It's called F the Streets, right? Rapper 21 Savage has said it on an interview with I think Big Bank Black, and the way he was saying it was I'm guessing the streets are no good. Leave that type of stuff alone, that I I guess, uh, and the only thing about it to me was, well, sir, that's how you made all your money, right? Everything you've done was built around that that element, portraying yourself to be of that lifestyle. So now that you've gotten, I guess, now that you squeezed all the juice out the orange, now you want to throw it away and tell everybody else, yeah, stay away from that. That's
Hmm.
what I got from it. If any one of y'all know more than that about it, please expound. And again, if that's something y'all don't even really care about that much, we'll zoom on
Yeah,
past it. I
it sound
just
like a PSA. Like you said, it sound like a PSA to me. Like it don't sound heartfelt because you can't say that and then that night he's gonna be at the First Horizon Center performing Red Rum. All they do is Red Rum. Like so,
Hmm.
it's not like he stopped making money and he just said I'm done with it. Nah, he's gonna go perform that same song that night after he just said what he said. I'm not buying it. Sound like a PSA. Like I don't. It doesn't sound genuine at all coming from 21. I do respect the movement for sure because they've been trying to tell people to stop gangbanging too.
Yeah.
Like there's been a movement with that. So I support all that, but I don't think he's being genuine at all. To be
Yeah,
honest,
I agree. I agree with John there. I think while it's good to say something like that. Yeah, we don't want kids be gang banging and stuff like that. We do want to try to curb that. But I think with a lot of entertainers, man, they come in and they'll get all their money the way that they get it, right? And when that dries up, they'll change up and go and try to hustle something else, like Nicki Minaj is doing. The
oh
same,
that I'm sorry, I don't even want.
but that's what that sound like to me. You're just trying to flip into something else so that maybe I can get some support over here, so that I can get some money, some income this way. Um, that's my thought. But I haven't heard of that. You're introducing that to me now. I haven't heard of that, but yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't up on it either. 'Cause I know he had an album that just came out like called "What Happened to the Streets." I didn't know anything about the movement. 'Cause my cousin was like, he's a fan of the show. He watches the show. He supports. He like, yo, have y'all talked about this yet? I'm like, man, you telling me something new. And when I had kind of looked into it, I first thing I said was, okay, right message, wrong messenger. That's all this is. Like,
boom.
you can't be the one to say this. Yeah, you
Nah,
Hmm.
can't be the one to say this.
But he's trying to flip that whole persona narrative about himself so that somebody else will support him. That's what a
Even
lot of entertainers gonna do. That man,
part of the
you
rebrand.
don't need to
Yeah,
follow them like that.
yeah, it's part of your rebrand. That's
part of the
that's all that
rebrand.
is, man. Part of the rebrand. Now, Shorty, that's out here at Turning Point USA conferences. That's something a little deeper. I'm thinking she has like some citizenship issues or something like that. She's trying to get ironed out.
Now,
Yeah,
that's probably
I
true.
agree.
That's probably true.
Like
She is
because
Trinidadian.
Cause this my thing with that. It's one thing to be a grifter and just pretend to go along to get along. It's to me when I saw the clips of her being at Turning Point USA, I'm like, yo, there's something huge in her life that she really is trying to get taken care of to risk everything you've built and the fan base that you have to sit over there with what that represents and what those people's feelings are towards certain things, and for you to sit there and want
Mhm.
to be seen being next to that, you got some real life changing stuff you trying to get ironed out to where, look, I don't care how it make me look, man, I just got to get this taken care of.
Right.
That's the only thing I saw when I saw that. I'm like,
Yeah, I've heard those kind of issues going on with her too. Allegedly, I want to just say
yeah, yeah, like
that she has some citizenship issues, and some people in her family have some kind of maybe incarcerated, trying to get some kind of pardons and things like that. Potentially, again, allegedly, I've heard those kind of things, but I don't know for sure.
but even as so, if those things are the case, she does know This man take bribes. All you gotta do is send him some cash. You ain't gotta sit out there and straight up. The man takes money. He takes bread, man.
Mm-hmm.
He does payola. You know what I
Take-
mean? He does that.
He gonna take what he wants to accept, and if he ain't want her bread, he wants her loyalty or her allegiance. That's what he's gonna ask for.
Man, that
That's what
man
he
won't.
wants.
He wants. See, he wants the honeys. The Trump only wants the monies. He don't
But
care nothing about none of that.
but that's it. Now I agree with you, but I disagree a little bit in terms of he wants certain people to unfortunately bow down. He
Yeah,
he he wants that from folk that look like
bend
us.
the knee.
And,
Yeah,
Man,
he wants them to bend the knee.
hmm
Bend the knee is what they call it.
well, good luck. Hope she get whatever whatever you out there gunning for. Hey
Man, you
man.
can't sacrifice everything about yourself for it though. But
Hey, look, stuff that we wouldn't do
hmm
is stuff we wouldn't do.
hmm
Uh, this is
yeah.
obviously something she feel like is worth sacrificing a lot for, man. I just hope everything works out in her favor. That's all I'm gonna say. I just hope everything works out in her favor. I don't never wish ill on anybody under no circumstances, man. Just as long as when you look in the mirror you see that same person who you were before you started going down this path, man. If you happy with it, that's all. That's all that matter, I
Yeah,
guess,
that's it.
man.
Her body parts ain't even the same as when she started. So like, he's about personality.
We here,
Oh
we
Lord.
we here at 58 South TV. Do not body shame women any way, shape,
Oh
form, or
no, no, not body
fashion. We
shape,
don't
not body shape,
we don't
not body shape.
condone it. The words out of your mouth were body parts, body shame. We don't we don't do none of that
I'm
over
not
here,
shaming it.
man.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying
My
that's new to me.
hey, look, my one of my favorite movies was I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. You know what I mean?
Oh
So I
yeah.
don't.
Oh yeah. Boy, he was
If you know, you
excited at
know.
first, wasn't
Jack, my man Jack was taking his jacket off, and man doing his little dance, and next thing you know, everything started coming off, like
he? Oh,
everything. Oh man, look, night game. Who we got there? I think it's the 49ers and your Bears, right?
yeah, the Bears and
Yeah, that's
49ers.
gonna be a good one.
I don't have to ask Mashawn who his pick is for tonight. John,
Go on up the score.
Bears or the Niners. You want the spread or what?
Yeah, yeah. What's the spread looking like? Is it like 2.5 or something like that?
Hold on, let me get it to you.
-3, Niners.
It's
3.
-3
hmm
because these things jump now.
Yeah, they
That's what I
push
saw
up.
it was earlier. I don't know. Yeah, it could have changed.
Let me look on here, man. -4.5. San Francisco -4.5.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's
We
a little
got a lot
higher
of
than I would have
injuries though
expected.
coming into this game, man. I know Odunze is not playing, and I think DJ Moore is not playing.
Well, y'all already
Ooh,
clinched. You know what I mean? So I
And,
could understand not want to risk these guys. Like it's
hmm
only 2 games left. I don't understand why a lot of these quarterbacks were playing today. Well, the
right,
ones that already have a spot in the playoffs. I'm saying.
But we got
right.
a lot to play for, man. Because I mean, yeah, we clinched, but we don't want to be. I mean, well, we clinched we guaranteed the third seed, even if we lose the rest of the games. So, but we want to try to get one or two, get that home game or hopefully get that bye.
All I know is I pray. Hey man, I pray for the health and safety of all these quarterbacks because you getting fired. You as a head coach are getting fired if you have a playoff position already locked in and you play this starting quarterback and something go wrong with him. You are done.
Mm-hmm.
You are done. This is stupid. This Yeah, that's what this is. Like you met Dan Quinn, like Dan Quinn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you need to start looking for. You should have been looking at that Michigan coaching job, homeboy.
Bruh. Right. I got the Niners, man. It's more important for them to
Hmm.
win than the Bears. That's what it sounds like. Sound like it's
I
more
think
important for the Niners.
Well, the
I think it's
knowledge,
gonna
yeah,
be it's gonna be a shootout. I think it's gonna be a shootout. They got it. That over under is like 51 and a half. I think it's gonna be a
Ooh.
shootout. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a shootout. And excuse me. You said y'all are down some weapons over there in Chicago, huh?
yeah. I know Doomsday is not playing, and I heard something earlier about DJ Moore being sick or something, but I haven't heard that again. We'll see,
Well, since
It
my
sound like you
Panthers
got the
didn't.
inside scoop.
huh?
Yeah, that's you're looking
Yeah,
at
yeah. It sound like you
Chicago.
got the inside scoop. Sound like you
Yeah,
like you in the locker room.
yeah,
Hey man, I
that's
keep up
Chicago
with
right
him,
there.
man. I got to watch my little show on my YouTube channels and stuff like that to see what's going on.
Word.
So,
I'm gonna pick Carolina adjacent to win this game. Christian McCaffrey's on the 49ers, so I'm gonna just go with the 49ers, man.
all right,
Uh, yeah, I mean, cause you said DJ Moore ain't playing, so there go that Carolina
That's true.
adjacent part right there.
Right.
I tell you, well, we'll see, man. I'll be back next week. We'll chop
Oh
it up
yeah, 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 yeah.
about who
Absolutely,
won this
absolutely.
one. Uh, I'm gonna be up all night watching my older brother. He a diehard San Francisco fan too.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
good, good, good. It's about to be some fun over
That's
there with
wild.
y'all then.
Hmm.
And my younger brother's a Raiders fan, so our teams played each other today too. My brother's a diehard Raider, Chris. So both our brothers, we got the sibling rivalry games this week.
And both of
Yeah.
y'all were 2-13.
Man, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it look like it's about to start. It's about to kick off now, man.
All right, hey, we always end it around this time every week. That's perfect timing once again, man. And thank y'all so much for watching on Facebook, YouTube, on the Riverside FM app. We will see y'all same time, same channel next week, man. I'm 58 South. Thanks to the homie Phenomenon for checking in. My co-host for the evening, Mr. Mashawn Roberson. Thank y'all so much, man. We will see y'all next week. Y'all don't forget, whenever you go outside, take God with you. Y'all be kind. Y'all be careful. Oh, and Happy New Year, by the way, man. Me and Phenomenon are going to be doing the Topics of Discussion podcast New Year's Eve edition. That's going to come out Thursday at 6 p.m. So we're going to have all the superlatives for you. The disaster of the year, the come up of the year,
Oh,
album of
that's
the
gonna
year,
be
all that good
interesting. I'm gonna
stuff.
have to check that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, all that good stuff, man. So, yeah, y'all tune in. We'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace.
All right.